Good morning and welcome to Possum Dollars. Now in today's video, I'm going to be stuffing $380 for this fortnight, which is my income minus my mortgage fees and internet fee, which comes out of the bank each month. So I'm just going to put the money to one side. I've already counted this and there's definitely $680. And then we're going to jump straight into it. So first of all, my priority folder is the pink folder. This is all the bills that are due once a year. And the categories are as follows: car insurance, car registration, which is due in a couple of weeks, car breakdown, building insurance, contents insurance, ambulance cover, mobile phone, yearly work fees, council rates, water charges, strata fees, school fees, and school uniform. Now, as you can see, some of those are red, which means that they are actually fully funded. And the card and the envelopes which don't have red in front are the ones that I'm going to be stuffing today. Now, jumping straight in to the car insurance, I'm going to, there's already $100 in there. This was paid recently, so this is actually due again next year, but there's $100 in there, and I'm going to jump straight in and top it up with another $50. Car registration is fully funded, but that is due in a few weeks' time, so it won't be read for much longer. Car breakdown is fully funded. Building insurance is due in May next year, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put $20 into building insurance, and then contents insurance, I'm going to put 60 in this. The reason being is because the cost of living is just going crazy. So while I can, what I want to do is send as many of these envelopes red as I can in a shorter period of time, just to give me that safety buffer that I know that no matter how much the mortgage payments are going to go up to, that can be covered, as well as all the upcoming yearly bills. So $60 straight into contents insurance. Ambulance cover is fully funded, so is mobile phone. Yearly work fees, I'm just going to pop $10 in there. This is about $120 a year, so I just pop $10 in there at a time. I may in the upcoming weeks, once a few more of these gone red, fill this one a bit quicker too. Council rates is fully funded. Water charges is my unknown because I've only just moved into the property. I don't know what the water charges are going to look like. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just putting $100 a fortnight in there. If I've overstuffed this by the time the first couple of bills come, then that's great, but I'd rather overstuff than not have enough. Now that water bill should be coming in the next week or so. So once that does, I'll have a better idea of what I need to budget for this envelope. Strata fees, I'm going to put in $50. That one there now has $150 in there. So that's towards the strata fees when they come next quarter. School fees, I'm going to put $25 in school fees. Now these will be due anywhere October, November time. So this one's coming up and it was empty. So I'm just going to put $25 in there. And I think I'm going to do the same with a school uniform as well, $25. Now, like I said, as soon as I can turn this red, all these red, the better. But for now, they're just building up slowly. Some are, like I said, fully funded, but they are also due soon. So we'll see how that one goes. Moving on to the purple folder. Now these are the bills that are due quarterly mainly. So first of all, we've got gas bill. Now in the gas bill, there is $45 in the gas bill. I've not yet received a gas bill, so I don't know what that's going to look like either. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop $5 in there and just keep chipping away and see what the first bill is going to be like. If need be, if I've overstuffed the water and understuffed the gas, then obviously I can shuffle those two bills around. And I think I've put enough in the water to be able to do that if need be. Electric bill is fully funded because I'm still using the credits from the government, cost of living credits. Water usage is going to get $5. So that is a different bill to the water standing charge. So I did get a question about this. The property is under a very weird setup. So usually what happens is you get one bill from the water company, which is for your water standing charge, your sewage cost, and your water usage, which you pay per litre. But the property that I'm in's got a very weird setup where they're actually done separately. So the water company send a bill for the standing charge and the sewage rates, etc. And then a different company come out and read the water meter, and they then send a separate bill. And that's only always a small amount. The big chunk of the bill is actually the standing charges and sewage, etc. So yes, it is a weird setup, and it's not usually like that in Australia, but this property, it is set up in that way. Petrol, I've just filled the car up, so this is now empty. So I took out the paid in full card, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop $5 in petrol and keep stuff in that, and then obviously next time I need to fill the car up, use whatever's in this envelope. Car maintenance, that's just gone in for a service. I'm not going to concentrate on this one just yet. Medication, $5. Yep, $5 a fortnight. My medication is actually $7.80. So by the time I go once a month to get the medication, is $10. I spend $7.80, and the loose change I throw in my purse. Medical bills, I have got more medical bills coming up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop $30. So 10, 20, 30, and I'm going to put $30 into that bill. I have got a medical condition that developed just over a year ago. And at the moment it seems to be under control, but I have got a consultant to go and see, and obviously that's private, and it's about $280 a time. So I'm just filling that one up, ready to see the consultant as soon as he sends me the next appointment. Charity tickets is fully funded. The emergency fund, I'm going to pop $50 straight into the emergency fund. So 20, 30, 40, 50. Now what the emergency fund is for if my air conditioner ever decides to excuse me, to blow up, then obviously I want a bit of an emergency buffer for repairs like that, big repairs. So the aim is to get at least 2,000. That's the first goal. Then obviously I'll up that to like 3,000, then 5,000, etc. I'll be happy once I get $2,000 in the emergency fund. Now at the moment I have 100, which is in the bank, which is why I use a placement card, 150, 200, and 250. So again, slowly the envelope is getting stuffed, and obviously we're going to keep chipping away at that until I reach the goal. Now moving on to I'm going to go to the yellow folder next. I'm going to change the order of that a little bit. Now, self-sufficient living, I'm not going to pop anything in this one at the moment because I did just buy some more seeds for the garden, and I don't need any just yet. So I'm just going to leave that one without having anything put in. Pantry stock up, I emptied that this week because there was a lot of half-price sales, specials that I needed at the 2 local supermarkets. So as well as using my food budget, what I've done is I pulled the money from the pantry stock up to purchase those items that I needed to stock my second pantry. So therefore it's empty. So I'm just gonna pop $20 into the pantry stock up. The pets is also empty because I've just purchased cat food, and the reason I spent it all that was in there is because it was actually in stock. It's not always in stock every time I go, or if it is, there's only 1 or 2, but they actually add a shelf full. So what I done was I actually grabbed everything that I needed to grab and used all the money that was in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop another $20 back into there because I am going to need some cat litter soon. Birthday presents, I'm just going to pop $5 into birthday presents. That is actually for March next year. Again, I'll just keep chipping away at it, and then hopefully we'll have enough when the time comes. Christmas presents, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put $10 into Christmas presents, because that one is obviously coming up a lot sooner. And booze present, that one is actually empty because I did buy a few items that were on sale in one of the shops. So I did take the money out of there and buy a few Christmas presents to put away for Christmas, seeing as there was such a good price. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop $5 in there and we'll get this one rolling again. Getting in front is an envelope that I'm not going to concentrate on just now. Moving on to the blue folder. As always, I'm going to put $5 into the $5 challenge. When that reaches $50, what I would do is I would take the $50 out and put it into an envelope of my choice, wherever I think at the time that I need to allocate that money to, or I may possibly buy myself something with that. My bits and bobs is not getting anything this fortnight because I don't need anything. Personal care is going to get $25. I have got some appointments coming up, etc. So $25 straight into there. Moving on, I'm not going to put anything in clothing this week. But what I am going to do is, instead of putting it there, I'm going to put $50 into DIY decor and furniture. If I can get the money, so that's 30, 40, 50. Reason being is because I have been decorating for the last 2 weeks and I'm running out of paint. I will need to buy more paint soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop $50 in there because I know that that's going to be coming up because, yeah, like I said, I'm just going through so much paint. So $50 in there. New sofa, I was going to take this envelope out and concentrate on that, but I know that I'll regret it soon. So what I'm going to do is, again, I'm just going to pop $5 in. There's $15 in there at the moment, which is so far off because the sofa is over $1,000. But like I said, just keep chipping away, and just, even if it takes a year, 2 years, once I've done all the decorating and I don't need any more painting equipment or any decor, then obviously that one can be removed and I can concentrate on new sofa. But for now, I'm just going to keep, again, just popping $5 in there, etc. every fortnight. So that is the blue folder. So then finally, moving on to my black purse. Now, what I normally do is put $150 into the compartment called food shopping. But if you've noticed, this video is actually 1 day late. I got the money out and then I actually went shopping yesterday. So I've actually spent most of the food money, but there is $55 left. So 20, 30, 40, 55, which is why this is a 680 cash stuffing rather than 775. That's where the money was. It was actually the food shopping that I've already spent. But we'll put the leftover $55 in there for fresh fruit and milk, etc. that I'll need later on in the week and early next week. Moving on to the second compartment, which is coffee and lunches. We did actually go out for lunch 1 day last week. So this one's now empty. So I'm going to pop $10 back in there. And finally, family fun is also empty because I've just brought some tickets for a local event. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the last $30 into the family fun section of the purse. So that there is my $680 cash stuff for this fortnight. Now what I have got to do is I've got to decide, obviously cost of living is going crazy and I've just purchased a new home. So what I need to do is obviously I want to finish the decorating. I need to buy one more carpet, which obviously are 2 big sum items. So I want to put extra money into my DIY and decor envelope, but at the same time, I also want to make as many of the yearly bills in the pink folder red. So over the next fortnight, I need to decide which direction I'm going to go. Do I want to use this time, especially because I've just reduced my hours to part-time, just for a short time? Do I want to spend those spare hours that I've got getting the decorating done, or while I can, because once I go back to full-time, that's not going to be as easy? Or do I want to, like I said, fill up as many of the pink yearly envelopes as I can? That way, if the mortgage goes up and if the cost of food goes up even more, which surely it can't at this stage, then obviously it gives me that bit of buffer. So over the next fortnight, I need to work out what direction I'm going to go with. If anyone's got any advice of which way I should go, please let me know, comment below. If like, and if you've not already, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next fortnight. I may also do another small video later on in the week regarding my pantry. I've not got around to recording just yet because too busy covered in paint. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.